Hello, this is Real Language. In this podcast, I would like to talk about Kyoto. I uploaded the introduction video about this channel the other day, and I was thinking what to talk about in the first podcast. I have been talking with some people learning Japanese, and they said they want to visit Japan after all the restrictions of COVID. So I thought of a place where I would recommend them to visit. And I thought, after all, that would probably be Kyoto. So I chose this topic. I know Kyoto is quite famous, so perhaps many of you may have already been there. But Kyoto has numerous sights to see and has a very deep history, so it would be great if I can share new knowledge for you in this video. First, the reason why Kyoto is such an important place in Japan is because of its history. Kyoto is also known as the Miyako of 1,000 years. Miyako means the capital in Japanese, and specifically in Japan, it means the city where the residence of the emperor, or the Tenno, is located in. The capital was chosen to a place called Heian-kyo, meaning peaceful capital, in Kyoto, in 794 AD. Until 1868, when the capital was moved to Tokyo, Kyoto was capital for more than 1,000 years. Strictly speaking, the capital chosen in 784 AD, called Nagaoka-kyo, was also located within today's Kyoto prefecture. But when we talk about Kyoto in historical context, I think we usually refer to Heian-kyo. So Nagaoka-kyo was just capital for 10 years, but before that as well, the capital kept being changed in just a few years or sometimes decades, mainly around today's Nara prefecture. So 1,000 years is quite a long time, and many cultures flourished in these years. In terms of culture, there are many famous sites of both Buddhism temples and Shinto shrines in Kyoto. For Buddhism temples, Kiyomizu-dera, Kinkakuji, and Ginkakuji are among the most famous temples in Japan. For Shinto shrines, Fushimi Inari Taisha, Kamigamo Jinja, and Shimogamo Jinja are very famous. This is not just for Kyoto, but for all of Japan. But Buddhism and Shintoism are originally completely different religions. But in Japan, they have formed a coexisting relationship and developed mutually over time. This is a complicated topic all by itself, so perhaps I will make another video on it if I have the chance. Lastly, I would like to explain something widely known in Japan about the people of Kyoto. In Japan, there is something called prefectural characteristics that are usually used by the people like jokes. Like, people of Osaka are very talkative, people of Tokyo are not so friendly, and so on. The people of Kyoto are often referred to as being elegant and sarcastic. One well-known line is when a neighbor from Kyoto says, "Your daughter can play the piano very well." The real meaning they want to convey is, The sound of the piano is bothering me, so could you please stop playing? As in this example, many say that people of Kyoto are often graceful and do not speak directly. Also, in Japan, people say 上京する for the action of going to Tokyo. But before Tokyo became capital, this word was used to mean going to Kyoto. So I've heard that people of Kyoto still have that feeling and do not use this word to say going to Tokyo. Of course, I would like to add that it depends on the person. But I think this kind of characteristic is one part of their spirit of having pride in their history and protecting their culture. Today, I talked a little bit about Kyoto, but of course, I cannot tell you everything about Kyoto through video. So if possible, I recommend you visit Kyoto yourself if you have the chance. Today, I explained some topics based on my personal choice, but I'm sorry if some parts like the history was not so interesting for you. I want to upload interesting contents that are fun to watch, so please let me know in the comments for any suggestions for topics or anything in general. Thank you for watching.